One thing that I find a lot of ladies doing wrong is how they shop, especially when they shop to look wealthy. Firstly, I would like to say thank you to Island Princess for recommending this video. It's a great video idea and one that will benefit a lot of you beautiful women. Ladies, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, I am Dame Marie France and I help you become elegant and I help you become your dream self. So if you are interested in this type of videos, make sure to subscribe, like and share this video to someone who you think needs to start their elegance journey. Ladies, there are a few points that I want to point out and this one really annoys me. I don't know who came up with this trend and it has put everyone in a confusion, or as I would like to say, everyone thinks this makes them look wealthy. And this is based on the fact that whenever I want to buy something from Ralph Lauren, I always look for the store on TikTok and I'm expecting to see dresses and bags and all that. But no, instead what I see is the polo tops, the jerseys, and every video that I come upon on this brand, there isn't any collection anyway, just the jerseys. And my question to you and the person who created this trend is, who told you that these jerseys or polo tops make you look classy or wealthy? Because maybe you don't understand what really goes on with these big brands. I mentioned this on my other video that in every luxury store, there is always a room for the big dogs and there's a room for the small dogs. And the room for the small dogs is the open space when you enter a store. The room of billion of people in a queue is for the middle class and the average person. Anyone can come in. You can even get in and just walk around and get out. You can do that, but the big dog room is where you will find your SA, which means sales assistant, wearing gloves. These people will serve you and you will be in a closed room that is beautifully furnished. You are in command. In this room, you will be shown different clothes, same brand. The clothes that are in this room will stay in this room. It will not be shown to the middle class and the average person. You can leave that room and go out and see the clothes in the average person's room, but in the average person cannot walk into the private room. It's either the average person has the money, then they can be shown to the private room, or you get recommended. And ladies, when I say that you should always dress your best, this is where it also plays. Because listen, you may not have the money, but the way you just present yourself, the way you carry yourself, it can even trigger the sales assistant to think that you have the money, and you can even get recommended to see the bag or the clothes or get special treatment just because of how you presented yourself. Ladies, always look your best. It doesn't matter where you are going, always look your best. Because ladies, someone from the store may just look at you and say, oh, she looks so put together, and you guys think pretty privilege does not exist. It does exist. Like, you just have to look put together. You can even be 3. The moment you just look put together, trust me, your clothes, the way you present yourself will boost you to look like an 8 or 9. Ladies, don't give up on yourself. Always look your best, because someone from the store may just look at you and say, you look so put together. I'm gonna, get you this bag. I'm gonna get you this. Like, come with me, ma'am. Someone has purchased something for you. Like, ladies, always look put together. It doesn't matter, like, when you get there, anything can happen. Whether you have the money, whether you don't have the money, you just have to present yourself. Ladies, I want to give you a very special advice, a special tip that I want you all to put into practice, right? To improve yourself, to get special treatment, to get princess treatment. Ladies, hear me out when I say that. Whenever I do this, I get special treatment. I always get my things paid. I always get my food paid. Like, every single time I'm getting compliments. Ladies, just put this into practice. What I want to tell you is that it's either you learn a new language, a new skill, you just have to learn something in your culture. It depends on you, right? It just depends on you. You choose a language. So this is what I would personally do. Ladies, I know how to speak French, but then when I go to French-based countries, I act like I don't know how to speak French. I just know how to speak English. And this always works on my advantage. Ladies, I remember this one time I went to this French place, and when I arrived, the waiter was kind, sweet young man. He welcomed me to my seat. He brought me the menu, and then I could see what is on the menu. I read the menu. I call him. He comes, and then I'm like, trying to make me sound like I just don't know how to speak French, right? And I'm just like, est-ce que tu connais parler l'anglais? And then he looks at me and his mood like lightens. He like smiles and he's like laughing. He chuckles and then he's like, 1 second. And then he goes back and he tells his friend, right? He goes back and he tells his friend and he comes back. He comes back to me. So he comes back and he starts doing the hand gestures and he's like, no, me don't speak English. Je parle le français. Ça, this is a French restaurant. We don't speak English. My friend, we don't speak English. He laughs and I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm smiling now. And I ask him, I'm like, okay, can you tell me what is this? Like, what's this on the menu? He's like explaining to me. And he asked me, he's like, oh, where do you come from? I tell him where I come from, like where I learned how to speak English. And he also tells me, hey, I also have family, that live over there, have friends. And I was like, oh, he tells me it's a beautiful country. I'm like, indeed, it is. Like, it's a very beautiful country. Like, comes back with my food. And then, I'm done eating. I ask for the check, comes back, and he's like, your check has already been cleared. And I'm like, what? Really? What do you mean my check has already been cleared? And he's like, yes, your check has already been cleared. It's on the house. And I'm like, really? Like, okay. And then I gave him a big tip because I had money. So I gave him a tip. They told me that I'm always welcome in the house, in the restaurant. Whenever I come back to the country, I should always come and eat over there. Ladies, the reason why that waiter felt so compelled to me is because, firstly, I was sitting in my feminine. Like, masculine men to be exact, love it when they can help a feminine. They love it when they're at a service, when they can help. So when I asked him to help me with the menu, it compelled him. He felt like he really needed to help me, especially coming from the fact that I looked like a very beautiful woman. I looked like I put myself together, like I take care of myself. And then I spoke to him with a soft voice that made him feel relaxed, and I would smile at him. I was not coming at him and I was not coming at him. I was relaxed. I asked him, I would look him in the eyes, I would smile at him. We had this conversation. When he asked me a question, I would respond, and I also gave him a good tip. Let's not forget that. Those things, ladies, it's what compelled him to me. And then secondly, he put me on a pedestal because from out of the blue, he thought that I had money. What if I didn't? What if I didn't? But then he put me on a pedestal because the way I treated myself, the way I acted, and then the fact that I could speak English. In most countries, if you know how to speak 2 or 3 different languages, it means that you come from money, right? That's the new normal, right? If you know how to speak 2 or 3 or more languages, you come from money. Your parents have money, or you just making the money or something. But then you come from money. He put me on a pedestal because he thought I had the money, and the way I acted, I was in my feminine. And another thing is because I was so kind to him. I would smile at him. I would say my thank yous. I would smile. I would thank him. I would look at him. We would have this conversation. I would listen to him. I didn't laugh at his bad English, and he didn't laugh at my, ladies, we had that one-on-one conversation, and it made him feel relaxed. You should always make people feel relaxed in your presence. People should love being in your presence. that's it, ladies. Like, that is the tip that I wanted to give you and the story that I wanted to give you. Like, you should always remember that when you look put together, you know how to stay in your feminine, and you know how to treat people right. You know how to position yourself. Even though you don't come from money, the fact that you take care of yourself and you carry yourself like you do come from money, ladies, nobody will even ask you if you have the money, because just the way you act will show them that you have the money, and you will immediately get special treatment. Like, I didn't even get to pay my check. I didn't even pay my check. Like, I went there, I thought I was gonna pay my check. I didn't pay my check. They paid my check. So, ladies, that's what I'm telling you, that always stay in your feminine. Treat people right, and they will treat you right. My darlings, there are shows, movies, and people's personal experience and my own personal experience that prove that what I am saying is true. Ladies, watch this show called Lupin. It's a French show, and you will understand me when I say that you don't have to have money to get treated like you do. You have to let your looks sell your talent. Back to what I was about the Ralph Lauren polos and jerseys. Those things have a targeted audience, and once you make that purchase, you are their targeted audience. We are no more in the 90s where royals and wealthy still wear them. They do wear polos, tops, and jerseys, but the brand is just not Ralph Lauren, and the fabric is not the same. Let me not even get started on the price. Ladies, I hope you have understood me. On to number 1 on today's video, we have Massimo Dutti. Ladies, I will have a budget set for $150. Anything less, then we're good. Anything more, then I will make a video on anything more. But anything less, today we're talking about affordable stores, right? Anyways, Massimo Dutti is one of my favorite brands that I like to shop at, especially if I want knitwear or loafers. This brand provides luxury on a budget look. They are very careful with their patterns, whether on dresses, tops, or blouses. Everything over here is affordable. From what I've noticed, if you like the road, then you will surely like Massimo Dutti. They also have beautiful loafers that resemble the Gucci loafers, and they also have this traditional coats and blazers that cost a little bit more, but they bring out the clean look to your outfit. Onto the second store to shop to get good clothing on a budget, we have Hello Molly. Hello Molly is a very feminine store. It is very clean, and the satin is everything. I believe you already know how to shop properly. Most stores have a setting where you can set your budget and clothing under that budget, and everything will show up. I recommend getting your dresses from over here. The dresses are really beautiful, especially for wearing during the day, and this is your go-to store. The colors is just beautiful. Moving on to the third store, we have Ralph Lauren. I could not move on without adding this store. I still buy from this store, so I will add it because of the sense of elegance that the dresses, pants, heels, bags brings to the table. This store is mostly known for their jerseys, but I want to advise you women to stop buying those jerseys and polos and get their dresses instead. They may look like only your aunt or granny can wear it, but ladies, hear me when I say if your aunt or granny is wearing this type of dresses, then she knows the game and she isn't reading from the book. Eventually, you will get used to dressing elegantly, and another reason why I love Ralph Lauren is that if you don't really know how to style your clothes, then they do it for you. Most of the time, the people that are modeling the outfit, they look put together and clean. So you just have to buy the top and the pants and the heels, even bag, just the way they styled it. And you can create a capsule wardrobe around that. Maybe get different color of pants, heels, it depends on you really. And you can work with that. I will try to help you ladies with screenshots or screen recording, whatever I find benefits you guys. Moving on, we have Lacoste. Lacoste sells one of the best sportswear and just casual wear. Instead of going for the Nikes and Adidas and Pumas, change it to Lacoste. It's very clean and the fabric won't even be ruined. Lululemon is also a good sportswear, especially for the gym, and all those leggings and tops will look very beautiful on you. Let me not also forget to mention that it is also affordable. I will have screenshots on the screen. Last but not least, we have Ever Eve. This are for my darlings who love denim wear. This store provides you with good quality denim wear. I believe they come in all shapes and they are so comfortable and the quality is just beautiful. Okay ladies, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment if this video helped you. I will see you all beautiful women next time. Bye.